Hey YouTube, Dave the Ammo Cycle coming at you, 7/11/2015. What we're going to be doing today is I am going to be doing an ammo test of this expensive stuff. That's probably anywhere between 18 cents to a quarter a round. I didn't bring it all with me. The stuff that I didn't have, I did have some CCI green tips that I didn't bring. But what I'm going to do is I brought my two tack drivers here. My Ruger American with the 21-inch barrel, and then I've got my Marlin 60 tube-fed one. I'm going to, I was shooting both of those 22s this winter, killing squirrels. I just cleaned them up, both of them, and I'm going to check the scope, zero in the scope if I have to, with some CCI standard velocity, 1070 FPS at the muzzle. Okay, then once I've got both of them centered in, I'm going to take 5-shot rounds with each of the different types of ammunition. And after each 5-shot round, I will clean it out with the bore snake. And then we'll compare the results afterwards. Catch you later. Okay, we're in a ceasefire, and what you're looking at there is my setup. First tack driver on the right is my Marlin 60, and the 22 rifle on the left is the American Rifleman Rifle of the Year, the Ruger American Standard. Okay, we're going to start off with the Federal, and we'll pick this up after the results. Take care. Okay, here's the results of the 22 LR expensive ammo test. I'll bring this in a little bit closer, just trying to show you the overall view. The shots taken on the targets on the right were with my Marlin 60 semi-auto, and the one on the left was with my Ruger American Standard. The ammo that we used was the first one was the Federal Match, which is 1080 feet per second. The next one, some new stuff that came out this year, Normal Match 22, that was 1100 feet per second. Then this Remington Club Extra, that was 1085 feet per second. And then this German 22 LR, which is 1082 feet per second. And like I said before, I zeroed it in. I'll show you the rifles later. I zeroed the scope in with the CCI standard velocity. As far as the results, okay, in the competition that I shoot in, there are several levels. There's beginner, there's one level of beginner, 2 levels of novice, 3 levels of intermediate, and then we have a marksman and expert. You have to take 2 proficiency shoots a month. I've regressed. I've gone from intermediate 3 back to novice 1, but I expect to be up to intermediate 2 by the middle of the year, or by the end of the summer, excuse me. Got some competition shoots, and they count more for that, but kind of a squirrely scoring thing, but it's fun. As you could probably see, you know, I circled, we go with the shoot 5 and go with the best 3 groups. I was a little off today with the Ruger. I had some problems with the bipod, with the Harris bipod, and I shot both of these rifles during the winter, shooting some gray squirrels. The elevation adjustment, I did not have the nut tightened down for the zero slide, and when I was adjusting the elevation dial, I probably wasn't clicking it in where I wasn't getting the change required. But you know, they're not too bad. Okay, what's kind of amazing is looking at the this one and this one, which is the Federal. Quite a difference between the rifles. I wouldn't say that any of these, just being a novice intermediate, lower intermediate, the difference in the patterns here and the results, I think, are more of the shooter than the ammo. I'm just not that good yet. I think if you get a person that's a marksman or an expert, I think them buying this stuff probably makes a difference. But for me, it doesn't. I did notice that during the shooting, the Remington Club Extra and the RWS Target, they were a little quieter than the other two. This normal match 22, okay, which are here and here, really some pretty good ammo. I think it just came out this year. I'm not sure. Okay, but I was going to pull out the rounds just to show you, but they're all lead round nose, 40 grain. They've got that waxy feel to them, and I think that's to cut the turbulence once it leaves the muzzle. So, all in all, it wasn't too bad, but here's the proof of the pudding here. Just a second, let me move this. Okay, I did take the standard velocity when I finished this, and I shot 5 rounds in each rifle, and take a look at that. Okay, $7.97 at Walmart for a 50-round pack, and $8.99 at Gouger Mountain and the other big box stores. So that kind of proves to me that I'm not at the ability level to where this kind of stuff is going to make a huge bit of difference. Not bad. If I was shooting at squirrels or something like that, small game, they're pretty much spot on. But buying this expensive stuff really doesn't do much for me. When I finish this part up, we're going to go downstairs and I'll bring out the rifles. But I'm going to do some of these test videos with different kinds of Remington, a bunch of the Remington, a bunch of the CCI, a bunch of the Winchester within the same manufacturer, just to see how it comes out. My Ruger American really works a little bit better with the higher speed rounds, with the supersonic rounds. I don't know, I just had a problem with it today. I wasn't dialed in. And this last one here, excuse me, this last one here, I was at the range for a long time. I just want to get the hell out of there, so I'd have to say I didn't put too much effort into that. But all in all, it was an interesting test. And like I said, it kind of proved that I'm just not good enough to have this kind of stuff make a difference. And, just bought it to try it out. And we'll finish this up and pull out the rifles. Okay, just to finish it up, these are the 2 rifles that I used during the test. The one on the top is the Ruger American, the standard barrel length, 20-21 inches, I can't remember. It has the kind of like Savage's AccuTrigger. It's adjustable from 3 to 6 pounds, I believe. I haven't done anything to this thing other than it came with two stocks at the high cheek rest since I put a scope on it. The scope is a loopholed 2 to 7 magnification. Nice scope. I think on both of these rifles I kind of went overboard on the scopes, but I had never shot a scope before when I started shooting years ago, and this was a learning experience for me. Have done no modifications with this at all, right out of the box. Okay, it's really a nice rifle. I really I love shooting it. It was voted in American Rifle Magazine. I think it was the April edition this year, Rifle of the Year, and it takes the standard Ruger 1022 mag, rotary mag, the B25 mag, and then I've got a Butler Creek clear one that fits in there. The one on the bottom, it's probably my most accurate 22. This thing's a real tack driver. It's a Marlin 60 tubular magazine. The only thing I've done on this rifle is I bought a spring kit to reduce the pull from, it was like about 6.5 down to 4, but I don't think it's 4 yet. I think I need to use it a little bit more. The scope I have mounted on this is a Nikon Pro Staff 3-9. You know, once again, probably a little bit more overkill than I need for this particular rifle, but I really like them. These are probably my 2 most accurate ones. I do have 2 other 22 rifles that I use. I actually built a Ruger 10/22 carbine from scratch, bought the receiver, and basically just put everything else together, bits and pieces and parts. I have a separate video on that. And then I've got a Ruger Takedown that's really a cool rifle, compact, nice to have, but neither of those are as accurate as these 2. Marlin makes, they're noted for their barrels, and you know, Ruger is just a flat-out great company. You know, they take pride in giving you a quality firearm for a good buck, and I'm very pleased with both of these. That pretty much concludes what I wanted to accomplish today. You know, I hope that helps out, you know, anyone, you know, whether I provided you with any new information or not, I don't know, but if it was helpful, that's fine. You know, just tried to do my best here, and we'll do a few more of these down the road. Signing out, this is Dave the Ammo Psycho, over and out.